Good morning and welcome to Maths with Miss live in London, our summer special number 8. Fabulous to be here once more. Quick thing for today's session, you might want to have a pack of playing cards if you have them, because Rose has very kindly volunteered, and it could be fabulous or it could be a complete disaster. Rose has volunteered to do a magic trick for us, a maths magic trick. So we're going to look at that a little bit later, and you might want to practice it at home. And I'm going to give you a couple of hints on how to do it. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to give you the solution today or Friday. I'm not sure, but you'll be able to wow your friends with it after we've taught you that trick. So welcome. What do I need to say? Your 2 pens, you know that, different colour, a notebook. Don't need to worry about a calculator because we're using our superb, fabulous brains. If your parents are around, there's some really tough challenges that I'd love to see how they get on with them today. And just a little reminder that I have set up a Facebook page. It's called Maths with Miss, but for some reason, don't ask me because I'm not a techie expert. You have to type it in as maths. And then with Miss is one word, like that, okay? And then that's the Facebook page. And then you can upload your work. You can ask me questions. You can set me a challenge if you like. And I can see if I can solve it for you. And I'm also putting a list of the questions, the challenge questions that we do. I'm posting that on the Facebook page as well. So, all right, let's get started. So I'm going to do a few quick shout outs. I can see there are some more coming in as well. I'll follow up with those in a moment. But the ones that I have so far are welcome to Chloe, to Ibrahim, to Izzy, all the way over in Spain, to Rose, to Adam, to Jathajan, to Daniel, to Aaron, to Matty, to Josie and Betty, another Aaron, Jacob, and James. So welcome to all of you. Okay, so I'm going to put up the takeaway challenge. If you're not watching this live, then obviously you can pause it and have a go. And then I'm going to show you on the board how to solve it. So there you go. If you haven't seen it before, you can pause it now. But for those of you who had a look at it on Monday, let's see if we can work through the solution. Now, I was thinking about this when I was going through it, that maybe I should have given you a few little clues along the way. So let's do that now, which allows you to then pause this if you want a little bit more time. Let me bring this a little bit forward, Rose. That's right. Thank you. Okay, so I've drawn out my grid and I've just labelled it a little bit. This number is a square number. This number is a cube number. And these two are primes, okay? The other thing that I've done is I've listed out my numbers here. And the reason why I've done that is if I read the question, it says to use 8 different non-zero digits. Right, so that means I can't use 0. And I'm going to use 8 of those 9 numbers. There's one number I'm not going to use. I don't know which number that is yet, okay? And I know that Chloe had put up a really, really fantastic solution on the Facebook page. And it worked perfectly, except for the fact that you used some of the digits more than once. But I love the effort that must have gone into that. Was fantastic. So let's take a look. I'm thinking there are loads of square numbers that are 3 digits long. And there are loads of prime numbers that are 3 digits long. In fact, I've brought them up on my phone. But there aren't actually that many cube numbers that are 3 digits long. So that's my starting point. So I'm going to start with my cube numbers and I'm going to write them out. So I know that 5 cubed gives me 125. 6 cubed, I should have written this out really, shouldn't I, before we started? Anyway, 343. 8 cubed is 512. 9 cubed is 729, and 10 cubed is 1,000. So that's too big. So I can stop now. I've got 5 choices of answers, but look at this one, 3, 4, 3. 3 appears twice. So I can get rid of this one. Now remember that this number here, this cube number, is going to go here. So now I've got a clue that this number here is a prime number. Okay, so the last digit in my prime number is also the last digit in my cube number. So now I'm going to look at this. If the last digit in my prime number was the last digit in my cube number, this number here would be 5. I cannot have a prime number that ends in 5, okay? Because it's in the 5 times table. So it can't be 5. So it's not that one. Let's have a look at the next one. 216. If I wrote 216 here, again, a prime number cannot end in 6 because it must be an even number and therefore divisible by 2. So I can get rid of that one. Same applies here. Can you see that? That the 2 here would give you an even number which cannot be prime. So I can get rid of this one. So now I'm off to a start. I've got 729 as my cube number. So I've done that. I can tick that off. All right. And now, remember, I've got my list here. I'm going to cross out my 7, my 2, and my 9. All right. And now I'm going to think about what to do next. I need a prime number ending in 7 here and a prime number ending in 9 there. I also need a square number across the top, but there are loads of square numbers. So let's see what I can do next. Right. So square numbers. I'm not going to write them all up because we really will be here all day. I have written them all up in my notebook. But what I did was I started with 10 squared, which was 100. And every time you've got, well, zeros, obviously I've got to get rid of that anyway. But also when I do 11 squared, I get 121. The 1 appears twice, so that can't be a solution. And I keep going. The 4 appears twice, so it can't be that. Okay, and then I do 13 squared, which is 169. But I've already used the 9, so it can't be that. Okay, and we just keep going like this. As I say, I won't do them all. We'll be here all day. Okay, the 9 we've used. It can't be that. 15 squared is 225. So the 2 appears twice, so we can't have that. So we keep going, and you're only actually going to end up with 2 potential square numbers that you can have here, unbelievably, out of all of that big long list, because it goes all the way up to, because I'm not going to write them all down, but it goes up to 31 squared, which gives us 961. 32 squared is 1024, so it's too big. So that's the biggest square number less than 1,000. And again, the 9 has been used, so it's not that. So out of all of these, let me tell you that the only 2 numbers that we can use are 361 and 841. And you'll have to believe me on that. If I'd got more time, I could write them all out. So I've got a choice of 361 or 841. So both of them have got a 1 in, so I can already put a 1 here. But I'm not sure if I'm choosing 361 or I'm choosing 841. So I've only got a choice of 2. It's not too bad. Sorry, Rose, I'm just going to shimmy this along if I can a little bit. Yep. Okay. So I've got to work out whether it's 361 or 841. And now I'm going to use my prime numbers to help solve that. So the last thing is, if I have 3 here, now I used my phone for this, and this is why I say perhaps I should have given you a little bit of advice on this one, that it's absolutely fine to use resources that are available. We might not be using calculators, but we can use, I don't know all the prime numbers up to 1,000, but I just had a look. If you probably can't see that, but I just had a little look on Google, and those are all the prime numbers. So if I look at this, and I need to see, is there a prime number that starts in 3 and ends in 7? Now I can tell you that there is. There's 317, but we've already used the 1, so we can't have that. All right, so we can't have 317. And then the next one is 337, Well, we can't have that because the 3 appears twice. We have 3, 4, 7. Can we have 3, 4, 7? Maybe. Let's see what happens with that. Oh, we can't. Oh, no, we can. Hold on. Let's see. Can we have 3, 6, 7?
Maybe.
We can't have 3, 6, 7 because the 6 is there.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't have that. So we might be able to have this one. We're still not sure. Let's look at this square number. Prime number going this way. Again, I'm using my list. I don't know all of these. I need a prime number that starts with 1 and ends in 9. So I can have 109. Well, 0 isn't allowed. I can have 139. Okay, so I could have a 3 there possibly. I could have 149. Well, I need the 4 there, so I'm not sure that that's going to work. If I got any others, I haven't got 59. 179. I've used the 7. I can't have that. So it's just, can you see? I'm just doing a process of elimination, and that's going to tell me that actually 3 is the only number that can go there to create this prime here. So we're nearly there. Gosh, it's taken a long time, but we're nearly there. Now we can come back here and we can see that I can't have a 3 there because I've used it there. So I'm going to have 841. I can ignore all of this now. See, this was a little bit of a red herring. If I'd done this prime number first, I wouldn't have had to do any of that. But when you're doing a question, you don't always know, do you, which order to do it in. So it doesn't matter that I've done that. I didn't know that it was easier to do the prime first. But now coming on this side, I've still got my list of my prime numbers.
And a 7,
and
8 and a 3.
I need a prime number that starts in 8 and ends in 7. I've got 827, can't have that. I've used the 2. I've got 857. Okay, so that might work. Let's just check and see if there's anything else. And 877, can't have that because I'll end up with 2 7s. And 887, I can't have that because I end up with 2 8s. So it is indeed
Yay!
857. That was tough. Brutal. I think I'm being a little bit mean setting such hard questions when it is technically your summer holidays. But there you go. That's the solution to that one. Let's hand over to you now for our 30 questions. And I'm going to do the music in a second because I've unplugged my phone. I'll put the questions up now. 2 minutes. Right, off you go. And I'll sort out my music in 2 seconds. Plug my phone in. right, you've only got about 10 seconds left. Part 2. Thirty seconds remaining. And part 3. Thirty seconds to go. Okay, let's do some answers. Okay, part 1. Question 1 is 83. Question 2 is 4.5. Question 3 is 95. Question 4 is 8. Question 5 is 13. Question 6 is 6. Question 7 is 8. Question 8 is no. And the Parent versus Kids challenge, 2AB subtract C gives us 38. Let's do part 2. We have question 1, 77,096. Question 2, 18.038. Question 3, 2,984. Question 4 is 5. Question 5, 95.66. Question 6 is 4. Question 7 is 91. Question 8 is 2. And the Parent versus Kids challenge, 150% of £290. Okay, 100% is 290. 50% is 145. Add them together gives you £435. Finally, part 3. Question 1 is 2. Question 2 is 1. Question 3 is 4:21 p.m. You must have the p.m. to get the mark. Question 4 is 21:02. Question 5 is 62%. Question 6 is 27. Question 7 is 84.6. Question 8 is -3. Parent versus Kids challenge. Rounding to significant figures. Some of you may not have come across significant figures before. If you are rounding to one significant figure, you are only going to care about one number, which is in the biggest column, in this case, in the hundreds column. And then you look at the number next to it on the right-hand side, that 4. Does that 4 round the 5 up, or do we leave the 5 as it is? Obviously, what is it? 5 or more, add 1 more, 4 or less, leave to rest. I've got to remember that other ditty that girl taught me a couple of weeks ago. So it rounds down to 500. Okay, so I want you to pop your scores in the chat for me. And whilst you're doing that, there's just one thing I just need to quickly mention from Monday. So take a look at your scores, pop them in the chat for me. Let me see if I can find the challenge. Oh, I can't find it. Hold on.
Sure.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's this one. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
This one from, we went through it on Monday. Chloe mentioned that 3/8 of 56 is 21. And I'd not got that one. So that's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Round of applause from Rose. Brilliant. Okay. So have we got some scores? Okay, we've got 10 out of 30 for Chloe. Brilliant, because I am being a little bit mean with some of those questions. And I don't blame you for being tired. I feel pretty tired myself today. But not too tired for the challenge question, because once we've done the challenge question, we get to see Rose do her magic trick. So,
oh, yay. No.
Let's put, no, we're going to do challenge question first. And then magic trick will come next. We need a bit of music to lighten the mood, wake us all up a little bit. Now, remember with a question like this, let me just say, you've got some answers there. You've got a choice of 5 answers. You might want to see if those answers help you. It might mean you need to do a little bit less working. Just a thought. Off you go. Okay. You can do it if you want. Yeah. You ready now?
Hello. So
If you need a little bit more time, sorry. If you need a little bit more time, then please pause it on the question. But Rose thinks she's got the solution, so I'm going to see what she comes up with. Over to Rose, and then here, use that one. Okay, over to Rose.
So
We've already got an answer from Chloe.
50 years. You can already make sure you already know he is 100% 50 years old.
Okay.
But so then months. So that equals to. I'm gonna try because there's 12 months in a year. I'm gonna try and find the closest multiple of 12 to 50, which is 48.
Very good.
Remainder 2.
Okay. All right. So how many years
So
is
that
that?
means that's 4 years.
Okay, we could write 4 years there, maybe.
Yeah. 4 years.
Okay, good.
50 weeks. Well, this is where the remainder 2 months. So I'm just gonna put plus 2 months.
Okay.
I wish there was an abbreviation for months. 50 weeks. Well, there's 52 weeks in a year. So that means that it's just below a year. But you can either subtract a certain amount of days from the 2 months or from the days here. So I subtracted from the days here, just to make it easier. So you rub out the 50.
Okay.
And you need 14 days. So 50 subtract 14 is...
You got it as 36.
Yeah, 36. 36. So now you have 36 days and another year.
Okay, brilliant. Okay.
So you still have the 2 months though, and the 30.
I'm going to pause you now.
Yeah.
So you've still got 2 months and you've still got 36 days. But do we care? Do we need to know exactly how old he is, or do we just need to know how old he is on his next birthday?
So his next birthday, he will be 56.
Well
Happy
done. Aaron.
His
His name is
Happy
Aaron.
birthday, Aaron.
Yeah, well, I did have 2 Aarons on. So maybe it can all be about them. Although I don't think they're 56. So that was brilliant. And what's really good about this question is you don't have to come up with a precise answer. It's not asking you exactly how old he is. Just need to know how old he is on his next birthday. So you can look at this and say, just stand back, sweetie. 50 years plus 4 and a bit, plus almost another 1. So that makes 55, plus a bit. Okay, so we can see by approximation that it's 56 without doing all the detailed calculations. Right, I think it's that time. If you're ready, I'm not sure that I am, in fairness. I'm a little bit nervous, quite a lot nervous. But it's time for Rose's top trick.
Fabulous card trick time.
Okay, so let's set you up.
Okay, I need my little table, my assistant table.
Okay, right. So I'm going to tell Rose what to do. Let's just get rid of that because we don't want to distract anyone with this fabulous trick. Need to make sure that you can see the table. Doesn't matter if you can't see me, as long as you can see the table. Is that all right? You can see? Okay, so actually I'll kneel down. Rose, I would like you to deal face up 26 cards. There are 52 cards in a pack, so she's going to deal out half of them. 26. I've shuffled them. Do you want to just cut them just to make sure we're not cheating?
I can't shuffle.
That's okay. You'll be able to shuffle when you're older. Okay, come on. 26 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. All right, Mummy is writing what she thinks.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Hold on, I'm going to put that down. Right, you're going to put those on the bottom. Now, Rose is going to do like 3 cards.
Wait, Mummy.
That's okay. Take your time. She's going to do like 3 cards. Make sure you keep them all in order. And if they're 10 or less than 10, she's going to do something. We're going to talk you through what that is.
1, 2,
3. Okay, so
these are all less than 10.
we want to get up to 10. So I want you to add on cards to that until it gets to 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. Now,
So,
we need to do a little bit of maths because this is meant to be a maths lesson. So we're going to add up these cards. 5 plus 4. I think it's upside down for you. Sorry. 5 plus 4 plus 8.
It's okay. They can
What is
still
it? What's 5 plus 4 plus 8?
17.
Well done. Okay.
So I count out 17 cards, and she should be able to.
Right, hold on. All right, so we're going to count out 17 cards, and I'm going to predict what the 17th card is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't worry. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Right. What do you think this card is going to be?
Well, I've written it down, and I'm also going to say what I think it is. I think it's the Jack of Hearts.
It is.
No! It's
No,
going wrong.
I saw this one as.
That's the Jack of Hearts. We counted wrong. Right, we're going to do it one more time.
We
See,
promise
I've got
it's
a Jack
gonna
of Hearts there. Right, okay, I'm going to do it for Rose, and Rose is going to guess this time.
Because it always works when I do it.
Oh no, the pressure of doing it live. We made a mistake. Right, okay. So let's do a quick shuffle. Make sure we're not cheating.
Woo!
Right, and I'm going to show you the maths behind this, but I think I'll show you that on Friday because we might be running out of time. Okay, are you ready? So I'm going to count out 26 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'm now going to put these cards at the bottom of my pack. There's no trick here. I'm going to count out 3 cards, 4, 9, and 5. If you get a 10 or a picture card, you don't do anything. You don't count out any cards.
When she means a picture card, she means
Jack, Queen, or King, right?
And if you get an ace, it counts as 1.
Well done. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to add up these cards. 9 plus 9 is 18. So I'm going to. Rose is going to tell me what she thinks the 18th card is, but not yet.
That's what I said.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to do the 18th
We're doing
card.
70.
No, 9 plus 9 is 18. 18th card, 18th card.
10 of hearts.
Yay! 10 of diamonds. It's a diamond.
I forgot what a diamond was. So I thought it was the heart.
Anyway, it works. I promise you it works. And
It
I'm
does.
going to show you a trick. If you
Sometimes.
watch it back through, what you need to be looking for is the seventh
card.
is the 7th card to come out. Okay, so right at the start, watch it back through and see what the 7th card is. Okay, and that's the card that's going to come up, and I'm going to explain why on Friday. But I want you to see if you can have a little play around with it. See if you can work out why the 7th card at the start, when you do the first 26 cards face up, the 7th card is always the card that you come to when you count out the total of the number of face-up cards, okay? And we'll do it again on Friday. Right, we're running out of time. We need to do our dingbats quickly and then put up your takeaway question. All right, let's go. Bit of music. All right, Rose, what do you think this one is? Don't shout it out. Has anyone got it in the chat? Okay, I'm going to tell you, so pause if you don't want to know. It is fed up. I am fed up. I'm not really, because I'm on my holidays. Right, okay. Next one. Your maths one. Say what you see. Say what you see. Remember, it's to do with maths. What can you see? Okay, so pause it if you don't want to know. Go on, Rose, what do you think it is?
Submarine to on.
Submarine
The
track on. What's the abbreviation of a submarine?
A sub.
Sub. Okay, try again. Subtraction. Okay, and well done for Chloe. Got subtraction. In fact, funnily enough, Rose wrote death on the first one as well. Okay, here is your takeaway challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for your time. And on Friday, I will show you the maths behind that magic trick. Okay, so bit more music. And here is your takeaway challenge. Have a fantastic week. See you Friday.
Bye.